Hey everybody, and welcome back to Storytime with JRP. We're continuing my book, Laurence Grey, Secret of the Lost Roanoke Colony, and we're currently in chapter 56. There's only 2 chapters left of this incredible story, and then we're finally going to complete it. But if you're just joining us, head back to chapter 1 so you don't miss any crucial details. So a brief recap of chapter 55, Laurence Grey and President Terry attempted to escape Area 51 in a singular tank against the huge Roanoke army, which amazingly they did. They teamed up with Agent Keeler, now General Keeler, who took them to Area 52, where they were safe for one night. But then, in the middle of the night, the Roanoke army found them. Terry bravely tried to hold them off with a bunch of soldiers, but it wasn't quite enough, and he died, making Grey the new President of the United States. Grey barely escaped out the window with his life, and we assume the Agent Keeler is dead as well. So now we'll continue in this next chapter to find out how is he going to survive. We last found out that Grey's world faded to white for some reason, so what could that mean? Well, the chapter now, 56, Last Stand, will answer all your questions. Grey awoke on a hard metal floor. He got up, and he appeared to be in a long, winding hallway. It looked like a giant circuit board. The whole thing was covered in blinking lights. Where am I? He wondered to himself. You're with friends, someone said. Grey turned around, but there was no one there. He decided to start walking. Who are you? He asked. I am 47, the voice said. Grey shook his head. Not your age, your name. That is my name, replied the voice. 67 and 92 are on the way. Please go where they take you. Grey heard noises around the corner, and suddenly 2 large creatures appeared. They were all gray, with huge heads and bulbous eyes. For all purposes and means, Grey decided that these were aliens. He slapped the alien's chest. I knew you guys were real. The alien ran away and peered from around the corner. The other alien looked shocked. What? Asked Grey. I was just playing around, guys. The remaining alien pressed a button on his stomach, and as he spoke, a robotic version of English came out of the box. Just come with us, Grey consented. They went up a strange elevator, then stepped out of a room filled with about 30 aliens. This is the bridge, as you would call it, said an alien that stepped up. I'm 47. Grey nodded. And you're Laurence Grey, said another alien. This was the one sitting in a chair in the middle of the room. You're the descendant of Peter Folger. My name is One. So you run things here? Asked Grey. The alien nodded. I am the leader of the race, as you will soon be as well, Grey. Grey was puzzled. What? I don't understand. One paused, then said, Many cycles ago, we set up a test for some of you Earthlings. We ran special tests on the people inside of the Roanoke Colony, but we were not prepared for the results. They engineered our technology far beyond our best scientists. They set up that weapons release system that gave their descendants mass weapons of war and made it appear like we did it. And now that has resulted in one of them being the leader of your world. So we are here to fix that. That's your goal? Grey asked. The alien smiled. For you to be Earth's leader is our goal. We will help the world to join together and be happy under your leadership. Grey was speechless. I don't know what to say. Then just say you do what we can to help us, said one. Grey nodded. Well, we're on a ship, right? The alien gestured to the view screen, where Grey saw the view of Earth for the first time. Wow, said Grey. Just wow. So, what should we do first, World Leader Grey? Asked one. Grey smiled. Let's fly to the White House. That's where Sheldon has his headquarters. Done, said one. Within a few seconds they were there. Great, said Grey. Now let's... Suddenly the view screen switched to somewhere in the White House. Laurence Grey, said Emperor Sheldon. I see you've got the aliens on your side. Don't move too fast, though. You wouldn't want anything happening to your son, would you? Sheldon stepped out of frame to show Jason surrounded by 30 Roanoke soldiers, all of which had their ray guns trained on Grey's son. You're in my house now, laughed Sheldon. If you want Jason released, he sneered, you'll have to give me something in return. Convince the aliens that I'm in their best interest, and then maybe I'll think about releasing him. Cut the audio, ordered Grey. He turned to the alien crew. Any advice, Captain? We most certainly do, said one. After one explained himself, Grey was stunned. There's no other way? He pleaded with the aliens. The aliens shook their heads. Gray solemnly accepted it. He turned the audio back on. Sheldon, called Gray. Sheldon turned around. That's Emperor Sheldon to you. So what do you want to trade? It's a temporal flux generator, explained Gray. It assures that you and those around you are in this time frame only. What do you mean? Queried Sheldon. Gray continued. It's an alien device that makes sure there are no alternate reality versions of you running around. Sheldon narrowed his eyes. Why would I want that? Gray smiled. Because, Sheldon, when the other versions of you figure out how to cross realities, they'll take over your kingdom just like that. You wouldn't want that to happen, would you? Sheldon was silent for a moment, then said, Well, all right, but no funny business, you hear? Gray shook his head. Oh, of course not. Get ready, we're beaming it over. Gray watched as the device disappeared from the alien bridge and materialized in Sheldon's palace. So I just press this red button? Asked Sheldon. Gray nodded. It'll take a minute or two to go into full effect. Sheldon smiled evilly and pressed the button. Nothing happened. Sheldon looked at Gray through the screen and Gray said, Just wait, be patient. And son? Gray looked at Jason. I love you. This will all be over soon. The world thanks you for your bravery. Before Jason could respond, Sheldon yelled, You're right, that ends soon. Jason ends now. Fire! All 30 of the Roanoke soldiers fired, and Jason crumpled to the floor, mottled with bullets. Oh, my son, whispered Gray as he bit back tears. Suddenly, Sheldon started to turn transparent. What? What's happening to me? He screamed. Gray put on a stiff smile. You just killed Jason, Sheldon, and with that machine preventing all other realities from existing, you killed Jason in all time frames, and he can never be brought back. But if he didn't live past age 14, that means he never stole the time machine when he was older, never went back to the 1500s, and never gave you a chance to steal it. Sheldon couldn't believe it. No, that's not possible. He was very transparent now. You can't win, Gray. I can't allow it. I won't. But Sheldon was nearly gone. No, he screamed until he disappeared entirely. Roanoke criminal Philip Swanson, better known as General and Emperor Phil Sheldon, was gone forever. Finally, General Sheldon is defeated in the most unusual way possible. And there's only a few more things to clear up, which we'll find out in our final chapter tomorrow, guys. Don't miss it, guys. All right, I'll see you then.